So, hello everyone, welcome back to our ABAP series. So, this is a lecture 2. In previous session, we learned about something like what is a ABAP editor, how to code, where to code, what is a statement. Let order also have to join first. Then, what is a keyword, what are the comments, how to how to comment. There are two ways for the commenting. One is asterisk and second one is a double quote, right? We are learned these many things in previous lecture. What is the data type? And we are started with our control flow statement, that is if and else statement. So before that, continuing our topic, we have covered we have to cover some important concept, that is the operator. What are the operators in our ABAP? So let me share my screen first. Okay. Uh, is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
It's visible.
before proceeding to our control flow statements, that is our if and else, we have to cover some important topic, that is the operator and the comparison operators. So what are they? So if we want to perform some mathematical operations, so we have some operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication. So there are some signs. So plus is used for the addition, minus is used for the subtraction, asterisk is used for multiplication. Then there is a forward slash, which is a division operator. Then this is our division operator, but this is going to be our integer division. We will see it in our editor. What is the integer division actually? And this is a mod operator. Mod means the remainder of the integer is the remainder. Okay, and that is our exponential operator. Okay, let's see in our IDE what are they. So this is our ABAP editor code, and we learn something about in tomorrow's lecture, that is what is a variable, what are the data types and all. Okay, so today we will learn about something like operators. Okay, so let I have told you something like how to define a variable. Okay, so this is a one way to define a variable. So here we have to define a type of the variable. That is, age is the type of the integer. Okay, but we have a modern syntax to for the variable, that is without any type. So that this is our modern syntax to define a variable. Let something we as a count is equals to. So we not have to define any type of this particular variable. So this is that is called as a dynamic variable declaration. So in that we can store anything. Either it is a character, either it is a numerical. Your ABAP editor code is identified by itself. Either it is a character or either it is a numeric concept. So we can store it in like this is string. This is also fine. And if we stored something like 10 plus 11. Okay, so this is also fine because it is a dynamic declaration and we don't need to any type for this. So let me check this syntax first by clicking on this check button, and after that activate the program. So it will not give any errors because it is a dynamically declaration. Its type is identify the ABAP compiler directly. Okay, so this is our plus operator, but using some space between the operator. So ABAP is a space sensitive language. So after the every numeric value, every character value, you have to give a space between that particular values. So this is our plus operator. Then we will see about the subtraction. So this is our subtraction operator. This is our multiplication operator. This is our division operator. So this is our basic operators. And let we have something like a div operator. Okay, so let's understand the difference between this division and this division. So let me activate first. Okay, so let me activate it and let's see in a debugging mode what is happening here. So actually, so this is our division operator and this is also our division operator. Okay, so let me perform. So let's check first what is the value of this particular variable of this division, and let's check the. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, you have seen something that this is a different operator and this is our different division operator. Okay, so what is the difference between that particular operators? Like this is our integer division and this is our only a division. So we can get a number like one, like we can get a floating number also, that 1.00, 1.2 something. So in that particular operator, we will get a value like only one, only two, only three, like that. Then our next topic, that is our comparison operators. Comparison operator means when we want to compare something with the something else. If I want to compare one string with another string, or one integer value with another integer value. Let's suppose I take an example of I want to compare age of two particular persons, age of the Rahul and age of the Atharva. Okay, so these are the persons I want to compare. If it is a equal to, or it is a greater than, or it is a greater than equal to. So we have some comparison operator for that. So that equal to signs means this is check either it is equals to or not. A is equals to A2 or not. So this is our not equal to operator. Either this A1 is not equal to A2 or not. Okay. So this is our greater than operator. We can use either this operator, or directly we can assign this E and Q, or directly we can assign this NE, or directly we can assign here greater than this LT for the less than, this GE for greater than equal to, and elif for less than equal to. Okay, so these are our comparison operators we will use in our topic, that is our if else statement. So we have seen some concept about the if else statements in our previous lecture. When I want to check something condition which is true or false, then I have to use the control flow statements, that is if and else. So there are the three ways to perform if else operators. So let's check this one by one how to perform that. Okay, so where is the okay. So suppose there is a one person, there is another person name A and name B. So if suppose age of name A is 20 and age of B is 25. Okay. If I want to check either A age of A is equal to age of B or not. So how I can check that particular? So I have here the syntax like if. Okay. So age of A. What is the age of A? So age of A is equals to 20. What in which variable we have stored age, that is in age variable. So I write down here age of A. Okay. So let's suppose it is declared as a age of age of A. Okay. So it is equals to age of B. Okay. Then I have to print that, right? Okay. If it is equals to, then print okay. And every if statement is closed by the end if keyword. Okay. So every if statement is open. So we have to close it by the end if keyword. Okay. So if this condition is satisfied, then this block will be executed. Otherwise, this block will be not executed. Okay. So this is a one type of our if else. Okay. So another condition is that if suppose age is not equal to age of A is not equal to age of B. Suppose this is a condition and I want to check if it is equal to, then print okay. Otherwise, print not okay, not okay. So what will happen here? So we have to write here if age of A equals to age of B. Okay. So then we write a right okay. Then otherwise we have to write that is not okay. Okay. So this condition is goes into the else part. Otherwise, this if this condition is true, then our loop is go into the this statement. Otherwise, it is go into the else part, that is our right not okay. Okay. And our if statement is closed by the end if. Okay. So this is a second type of if and else conditions. So what is the third one? Third one is, let's suppose I have to check the age of the three persons. Okay, so three is a C person which has an age of 30. Okay, I want to compare the age of A with B and age of B with C. Okay, so how to compare it? So we know the first condition, that is if age age of A is equals to age of B. Okay, then print our statement, that is A is equal to B. So our next condition is to check either age of B is equals to age of C or not. So how to check it? So this is goes into our next if statement, that is else if. So what is that else if? If this condition is not true, then it will again check the next condition. That is a if else condition. Here is the one condition, another condition. We can write the unlimited else ifs, unlimited condition in that particular syntax. Here is one condition. Suppose this condition is satisfied, suppose this condition is true, then it will not go into this else if. This is not going to this else if. It is directly goes to our end if. End if. Suppose our first condition, that is this one, is not satisfied. Not satisfied, it means it is a false condition. Okay. So our compiler will check the second condition. Either this is a true or false. If it is a true, then it will goes to this block. Either it is a false, then it will goes to the next condition. Okay, so this is our else if ladder. Okay, so let's implement this in our code editor. We have completed some work in our previous lecture. That is our second one condition. That is if age is less than 18. So this is a different example, and that one is a different example. So let's take another variables which have to do, that is a dynamically lv underscore age of 8 is equals to 20, 25, and 30. Okay, so this is age of B and this is age of C. So I want to compare these two values, these two persons' age, either it is equals to or not. Okay, so I modify these conditions. Okay, let me write again. Okay, let write here if age of A equals to age of B. Okay, if this condition is a true, then print, that means write here, that is A age of A equals to age of B. Okay, so if this condition is true, then print this condition. What if this condition is not satisfied? So I have written the conditions in a else. Okay, so let this condition is a false, then this statement is going to happen, which is our next, right? Age of A is not equal to age of B. Okay, so that is our if else conditions. Okay, so that is our if else condition. Let's check this into our debugging mode. So let's comment out this code. Let's check the syntax. Okay, activate the program. Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, and run the program by clicking on this button. Okay, so let's check the first values, age of A, age of B, and age of C. You can see here, age of A is equals to 20, age of B is equal to 25, and age of C is equal to 30. Okay, so let's check it which condition is true here. If age of A is equals to age of B, so here age of B and age of A is both are the different. So we are not going to this block. We are directly falls into the next conditions. Our that is the else conditions. So let me run it. So you can see here the arrow which is directly go into the our else part. It is not going to this part. Okay. So let me change the values. I am going to set it as a equals to. Both are now equals to. Now tell me in which block is executed, either this one or this one. Now our condition is true.
Line number 69.
Right. So this condition is true now. So this statement will be executed. Let's see in our debug. Let's see in debugging mode. That is so execute. So you can see the arrow here. So this block will be executed, and this is the our output. You can see in our output display, that is age of the A is equals to age of B. Okay, so this is our if and else. Suppose I want to compare the values of the B and C also. Okay, so here I write the another condition in which keyword, by which keyword, that is our else if. Okay, so that is our second condition, else if. Okay, age of B is equals to age of C. Then write the below statement, that is our age of B equals to age of C. Okay, now I change the values. This is a 28, this is a 30, and this is also a 30. Okay, let's check the syntax, activate the program, and check in the debugging mode which block is now executing. Okay, now which condition will be true? This condition will be true. So let's check the how the our compiler will going to check the conditions. So first our compiler will check this condition, either this is true or false. So our now the pointer is here. You can see our arrow. Now I execute, and then it is checking the second condition, either it is true or not. Okay, so we know that it is a true because both are the 30. So next, so our pointer will be on the this block now. Then we can see our output, that is our this one. Okay, so next is our, if I change the values to the, this is now 39 and this is a 30. Okay, so this is also not a true condition and this is also not a true condition. So which block will now execute? Now execute our else block, because both are the conditions are not satisfied, both are the conditions are false. Then our pointer will goes to this statement directly. not directly. First, our compiler will check this condition, then this check this condition. If both conditions are false, then it will go to the else part. Let's check in it debugging mode. Now the our arrow is now here, first condition, it is checking. So it is a false condition. Then it will check the second condition, which is also a false. Okay. Actually, I forget to change the values. So 39 now. So this is also a false. You can see the arrow here, which is goes into the our else part. Okay. Now you can see here the output age of A is not equal to the age of B, which is falls under the our else conditions. So that is our if else statements. So next is our nested if else. So what is a nested if else? Nested if else. So what is a nested if else? Suppose I have a condition that suppose I have three persons A, B, and C, and I want to check that is if the condition age of A is equals to B, and again I want to check the condition that is a as B is equals to C or not. If both conditions are satisfied, then we declare that is suppose A is equals to 20, B is equals to 30, and C is equals to 40. Let's check the conditions, not here the equal to conditions. We are going to check now the greater than conditions. Okay, so we will go for to the greater than condition. So our first condition is if A is greater than B or not. Okay, then we check if this happen, if A is greater. So now we check again if A is greater than C, then we can define here A is a largest number, largest, because A is greater than B. This is a true. Okay, and our A is also greater than C. So A is the largest number here. So how we can write our statements? So first we write this statement, and if this is a true, if this is a true statement, then we write this next if in this block. Suppose this block ends here, end if, and we write our next if in the this block that is called as a nested if else. Nested means one in another. Suppose this is our first condition and this is our second condition. So our second condition is fall under the our first condition. So that is a nested. So let's check that particular conditions in our ID. So let's look it. So we have a variable first age of A, age of B, and age of C. Now we will check the in the nested loop. If age of A is greater than age of B, end if. So our first if is end here. In this block, we define another if, which is checking that if age of A is also greater than age of C or not. If this is happening, so we can write here, write A is a greater. Okay, so now check it in a debugging mode how this will. Okay, so as I told you, you can see here the error that is before the end of the program, the end control structure introduced by the if must be closed by the end if. So every statement in ABAP if statement is closed by the end if. So this if is our closed by this end if. So if we have another if which we have to close, that is end if. Then again check the syntax and activate the program. Then let's put a breakpoint here. Let's comment out this code first. Every comment is ignored by the compiler. Okay, so this is not going to run. Let's execute. So it is checking that if this condition is satisfying or not. So let's run it. Age of what is the age of pay here? Age of pay is suppose age of pay is 50, age of pay is 29, and age of okay. Now check line by line. So now you can see here our value of A is 15, value of B is 39. So this is a true condition because 50 is greater than 39. So our arrow will falls into the next if conditions. So this will check the these conditions also here. So what is the value of C? Value of C is 30. Okay, 30 is also less than the 50. So let's execute. You can see here our arrow is going to the this statement which is A is a greater. Okay, so let's execute. So this is our nested if else. So that is called as a nested if else. Okay, so next one is our control flow statement, that is a case statement. So what is a case statement actually? So case statement is nothing but our conditional statement, that is it is a conditional statement. Every statement, okay, this is our case. Okay, every case is end by the end if end case. Okay, so if we write the if, it is end by the end if. If we write the case, it is end by the end case. So it is just like a if else, but here we are checking the conditions based on the cases here. So let's see if in the our editor how what is the difference between case statement and the our if else statement. So let's take this example. Let we are creating the program of guessing the age of the A. Let me explain you first the program. Okay, so suppose age of A is equals to 15, and I want to guess the what is the age of the A. Okay, so this is stored into our variable that is a age underscore A. So how I can check it? So suppose I have three ages, 20, 30, and 40. So what I could do, that is, I have to check first 20 with this 50. This is equal. No. I have to check this with this. This is equals to the 15. Not. So this is equals to 15. Not. So 15. I have another age, that is a 15. So this is equals to 15. Yeah, this is equals to 15. Then we can write here the correct guess, that is a 15. So that is our condition. Okay. I tell you again, that is, we have age of 20, 30, 40, and 50, and actual age of A is 15. Okay. So how I can do it with the if conditions? Okay. So we check the first, if actual age of A is equals to 20 or not. Okay. Then we write the statement which is a not equal to. Then we check the another condition, if else if age of A is equals to 30 or not. Then we check the another condition, age of A is equals to 40 or not. Then we check the another condition, age of A is equals to 50 or not. If it is a 50, then we write the correct. Okay. So, and it is our end if here. So that is the syntax of the if else. But what if I want to do it with the case statement? So what is the syntax for it? So we can do the same condition checking with the help of the case statement. So case is equals to age of A. So this is our case. This is our condition. This is our actual value. And we are checking it with the another, like we can write here the variable or directly values. When it is a 30, when it is 40, when it is 50. So if the age is equals to 14, so our compiler will go to directly this statement. If age is 50, so our compiler will directly go to this statement in our if condition. What happening? So if the age is suppose age is now 14. Okay. So our compiler will first check this condition, either it is a 40 or not. Then check these conditions, either age is 40 or not. Then check this condition, either age is a 40 or not. And here this will be printing that age is a 40. Okay, or else uh, either it is a else age is a 14 or that is a correct. Okay, so this will be the flow of the compiler. So we have to check the three condition here. Then we get our output. But what happening in our case statement? If the age is 50, the compiler will directly goes to this statement. These are the ignored by the compiler. So this is a little bit faster than our if else. But we cannot write the nested case conditions. Nested case is not possible. So this is a limitation of the case condition. Okay, so let's implement it in our IDE. Let's suppose we have a case. So after the write the case, case is appearing in our blue text because it is our keyword. because it is our keyword, right? Then we have to press the tab. After the case, we have to press the tab. So this code will be automatically comes because our ABAP is storing it in our this memory. So this will comes automatically, and we can write down it manually also. Okay. So tab is our magical tool. Okay. If we write here if if we write here if, then press the tab. So end if is automatically comes. Okay. So that is the magic of tab button. Tab button on keyboard. Okay. Keyboard. You not have to remember the syntax as well. So let's check the for condition. Condition. What is our condition? Age of 8. Okay. When it is a 30. Suppose when it is a 30, when it is a 40, and our next condition is about the 50. Okay. When it is a 30, write down here age is 30. Okay. If it is a 40, write down here age is 40. If it is a 50, write down here age is now 50. Okay. Let's set the value. Okay. It is already 50. Okay. So let's check the syntax and activate the program. Okay. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let me comment this code. Okay. Remove the breakpoint. Activate again. Okay. Run it. Now you can see here in the debugging mode, that is age of the A is the 15. Okay. Now I execute this. Okay. So you can see here the arrow will automatically directly come to this 15. This 30 and 40 will be ignored by the compiler. That is the beauty of our case statement. That's make it a faster than our if else. So we have to check the only one condition here. Then you can see the arrow, right? The age is a 50. Okay, you can see it in our output is also, that is age is now of 50. So that is our case statement.
Karthik,
Okay. Rishabh. So with
even
Ravi. Ravi.
no, yeah, no problem. Even in case of if else condition, compiler was directly going to the like right condition, and condition was like right or condition was true. Even in that case, compiler was also going to the true condition, and even in case condition case with case and end case, again program is directly going to the true condition. You are saying that case is the faster condition when we
No, no,
compare it
no,
with.
no, no. Actually, when we are going with the our if statement, select here, I explain you. If we write the same condition with the if, you can see here, age is now a 40. Okay.
Hmm.
So our compiler will check first this condition. Okay. If this is a true, then it will go to the this code block of code. Either check again this condition. If this is a true, then our compiler will go to this condition. If else, again check this condition, again check this condition. So we have to check the four conditions. And
Okay.
in our case statement, our compiler will directly identify, it will automatically identify where is the 15, and it is automatically go direct to the our 15. So
So
that's
so the question is like why do we use if else condition if case and case is already like faster and it is effective?
okay. I already told you that nested case is not supported by our compiler. So in case we have multiple conditions, that time we use the if else. If we have a simple conditions, that is our this condition, that is a simple condition. We have to check the only one condition. Okay, so that's why we here use a case condition. But what if we have three, four, five multiple conditions? So
Mhm.
that's why that time our case is not satisfied the conditions and not will going to give you a output, right? And we cannot write the multiple conditions in our case statement. So that's why we will prefer that time our if statement. If we have one condition, then I will go for the case statement. If we have multiple conditions, then go for the if else.
Can you please show one example like like if we are having multiple conditions then case and case will be like will not satisfy or will be failed?
Okay, okay. Let's take our previous example, which is age of A. Age of A is greater than B. Then again check the age of A is greater than C or not. Okay.
Mhm.
So how we can check this condition with the case statement? Any idea?
You tell me.
Okay. So I can only check the this condition in the case statement. That is our
Okay.
first conditions.
Okay.
Okay. If I have an exact value of this, either A is greater than B. Okay. So what is the value? A is a 20. Suppose A is a 50 greater than 30. Okay. So we can check here the conditionals. Okay. In if statement. If I have a value of A and I want to compare it with the another ones. Okay. So
Mhm.
let's suppose I have a condition A here and I want to compare with the another numbers. Okay.
Mhm.
So case statement wants the exact value of A is storing. Okay. Now clear?
So you are saying that we cannot write the multiple conditions when we use case and case.
Right, right, right. If suppose I want to check these multiple two conditions, then we cannot go for the case statement. We have to write the if else that time.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So when we compare two or more variables, then we have to go for the if else. If we are comparing only one variable
Condition.
with
We are
another
checking one condition. Not mention directly the variable. Mention a conditions.
condition,
We are
if we
here. We are dealing where we are dealing with the conditions only.
Mhm. Okay, so if there is only one condition, then we can go for the case and case. If there are multiple conditions, then we should go for the if and else.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Always go
fine.
for the yeah,
Fine. Thank you, Karthik.
yeah, yeah. So I think our time is over now. Only the 5 minutes is remaining. So if anyone you have a doubt regarding our if else and the case statement or our operators, you can ask me. I will I clear in this lecture only. In our next lecture, we will learn about the loops. What are the loops? So there are our three types of loops in our programming, ABAP programming. So do while loop, and next one is our loop at. When we want to do the work again and again, that is a multiple times. When we want to perform a one task or different task multiple times, multiple times, that means if I have to write one in 10 times. So I have to write this statement 10 times, and it will take the 10 lines. So how to reduce that 10 lines, we will see in our next lecture by using loops. Okay, if anyone who has a doubt regarding the if else and the state conditions, the statement, otherwise our operators or the data types. Okay, I hope you get it. And I don't know you are observe or not. I am putting here LV. So anyone guess what is that mean for? In every variable, I putting the LV in
Like I
front.
was to ask this, like why are you using LV underscore?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can we not
yeah.
directly mention the age? Can we not mention the things directly without
Yeah,
using
okay,
LV?
okay, okay. So I want to clear you that I put here the LV because of this is our local variable, and declaring the variable like this is our ABAP's good practice actually. So what is mean by this LV? LV stands for our local variable. You know that
Hmm.
is age underscore a is our variable. Okay. Putting before LV, that means it is our local variable. There are the two types of variable we will see when we learn about the subroutines and all. So now that now we will learn about the only the our local variables. Local variable means there are two types of variable. One is a global variable which is declared like a GL, okay, underscore is underscore a, which this is our global variable, and the LV is now our local variable. This is for the our understanding purpose, which is a local and which is a global. We will see it in upcoming lectures. What is a global? What is the difference between global and what is the difference between a local variable?
Okay, Karthik.
But you should follow now for that now. LV is a good practice now for that. We will clear in our upcoming sessions where to use the GL like a global variable.
Okay, Karthik.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy that you observe LV.
Thank you, Karthik.
Yeah. Anyone who is interested to ask doubt.
Karthik, can we get this document and
Yeah,
answer
yeah.
this question?
Actually, I have prepared the document of the previous session and today's session also. After the lecture, I will share in the our WhatsApp group. Okay, don't worry about it. I forget to share to my yesterday, but I will surely forward it to our today's lecture and tomorrow our previous lectures notes in group. Okay, so no worries about that.
And one more, while doing command, so you are giving a double quota. So we should have to provide on both side of the sentence, or one side is enough. Hashtag or double quota while doing
Here,
command.
here, comments. You are
Mm.
asking about the
Yeah,
comments,
comments.
right?
I'm telling about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If if you
only
are
single
going
side is
for
enough.
the if you are going for the inline comment, so that is one double quote is enough for the comment. So whatever we are writing here double quote, which is considered as a comment. Okay, so no make sense to putting here the double quote again. So this is considered as a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay then. Yeah, I will see you in tomorrow lecture.
Okay,
Okay
Karthik.
then. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you, Karthik.